couple weeks ago, we talked about Miko and Ayato on Twitter, and people that were shipping Ayato with Miko, and the abundance of hate that they were getting. In some cases, also just outright bigoted remarks that were sent to them, simply for saying things like, "It's cute that Miko and Ayato have a pink and blue color scheme. I like these characters being shipped together." Well, apparently that stuff ain't really done, because I got tagged yesterday, thank you guys for the tags, to this tweet by Yaeyato, hourly Yaeyato. It says, "Please read. This is important. Don't click their profile. First of all, freak whoever this Yae Miko stan is. I won't even censor the name because some of you are going way too far. Doxing someone, sending death threats, sending hate to Yaeyato artists. Oh, it doesn't end there. DMing harmful stuff to those who like Yaeyato. And now this person made an account just to post gore in our Yaeyato tag." And I actually saw one of the pictures. I didn't even want to scroll through that actually, but I got tagged to something else, and it turned out to be that. It was a freaking disgusting picture of, you know what, I don't even want to describe it. I'm definitely not going to show it, but I will describe it, just the one picture I saw. If you don't want to hear the description, skip ahead about 7 seconds from now. But the picture was a monkey's face, skinned off. It was absolutely disgusting. So they're posting stuff like that in the Yaeyato tags just to try and own those shippers or something. Continuing, hourly Yaeyato says, "I said I wouldn't call anyone out unless it got too much. Now it has. This is freaking disgusting behavior. Not only do we already have to deal with harassment from other people, especially Yae Miko stans, now you got a guy like this that makes Yae Miko look 100 times worse to us. Is this the result of encouraging toxic behavior? Seriously, Yaeyato fans have had to deal with enough crap. We want to ship Yaeyato in peace, but we are constantly being harassed for it. This is not okay. This community has minors, and gore crap like that can actually scare people. The amount of freaking harassment we have gotten, especially from Yae Miko stans, is so disgusting and unbelievable. Really hope Yae Miko accounts would actually say something about this. I don't care if you don't like Yaeyato, but don't spread hate about it and blame us for hate you are getting. Stereotyping Ayato to be gay, saying Yae Miko hates all men, not listening to us when we defend Ayato with lore miHoYo has provided for us, etc., etc. This crap is going way too far now that you stalk Ayato tags and try to actively ruin it. Leave Ayato fans alone. Thank you for those who tagged Hey. I do think it's important to talk about this topic. Hey, well, I appreciate that. Sadly, these accounts seem to still be up. Again, thank you so much for tagging Hey. This isn't even about ships anymore, but some people actually wanting to cause harm to others. I feel so bad for all of you who got scared. Good night. Remember to use alternative tags, please." So yeah, once again, thank you everyone who tags me to these topics, and thank you hourly Yaeyato as well. It's sad stuff, man, when you have the innocent shippers, the ones that are not toxic, and they're just trying to enjoy cute things that they like. And they end up with people trying to dox them, sending death threats at them, sending hate, and also the pictures of gore that we talked about. And then oftentimes, when you call out the toxic behavior, the other people play victim, saying things like, "Oh, you just hate lesbians." And it's like, no, man. Not wanting people to send you death threats, trying to dox you and putting gore in your shipping tags doesn't mean you hate lesbians. And of course, I don't want to generalize. I'm sure most lesbians don't support this sort of toxic behavior. And apparently that account did end up getting banned, but now it's back from 4 hours ago. Breaking news, pretty much. Hourly Yaeyato says, "Don't check their profiles. This piece of crap Yae Miko stan is back. I don't know what happened. Twitter sent me and some others a message about the ban. I can't tell if this is a new account, but they are now using our other tags. Please retweet, report, and block." This jerk is still up too, someone else now. I've reported both, but Twitter hasn't reacted to this account. Hey, if possible, could you react to the situation so we can get more people to report and get our tags back? We literally can't post Ayato content without being harassed. I don't care if they are a troll or not. They are causing harm to people with very disturbing images. We seriously need these accounts taken down. I don't care if you think they are Yae Miko stans or not. You can literally tell most people who send this harassment are Yae Miko stans. Leave us alone. I'm so sick of this behavior and not being able to post what we want in peace. Stop being so obsessed with Yaeyato. If you don't like it, block/mute it. Can't understand how some people can be this disgusting, especially about a topic like shipping fictional characters. Anyway, thanks for ruining Yae Miko for me and others. Good job, Yae Miko twins, lol. Maybe if you love Yae Miko that much, don't drag the name down. Can't see that crap the same way anymore. I muted this ship name. I'm so exhausted by this drama. I just wanted to stop, but we have to wait. Sorry for such negativity, but I can't see anything positive about this. I'm glad that more people are finding Yaeyato and loving it, but this is not the way I want people to find it. Imagine still calling Yaeyato fans the worst. What a freaking joke. We didn't do crap. Speechless. And as a side note, that account being named Ayato is the ugliest. LMAO. Reminds me of before miHoYo showed us Ayato's actual appearance, and you had people doing edits of him and posting fan art of him, what they thought he'd look like. And you had all these people in the quote retweets, whole bunch of people saying Ayato is so ugly, and he's like the ugliest character in the game. Just a bunch of stuff like that. And of course, even after the official posts about him, that stuff still goes on. But it's crazy to me that they will do it to official posts, do it to fan art and like fan edits. And so back to the current situation, the Yaeyato shippers were trying to find alternative tags that were not flooded with spam gore pics and stuff like that. And go figure, as we kind of talked about already, but here's another tweet about it. As soon as that started going kind of well, those tags got flooded too. If you don't understand the tag thing, basically just think of like a hashtag. So on Twitter, the shippers would use a specific hashtag that they would make to post the fan art and stuff that they'd like about the ship. Now, as you know, these toxic, really weird people would try to take over the hashtags, the tags, in the way that we have been discussing here. You might also find this one interesting. So the first tweet says, "Don't know why my fellow Yae Miko stands are mad at Yaeyato. All this means to me is that I'll be able to see another meltdown on par with the Zhangguang shippers one, where Beijing had their moment when 2.5 comes around. That's always entertaining for me." And this response, check this out, says, "Sucks to hear about that. Funny enough, a lesbian artist was called homophobic because she liked Yaeyato. Really? You called a lesbian a homophobe?" The word homophobic pretty much lost its meaning. Here's another collection of tweets. Raisin says, "I hope Yaeyato shippers realize their ship sucks." T says, "I know I shouldn't, but there's this primal urge to tell Yaeyato shippers how much their ship sucks." Wow, this person's name is literally Toxic Yae Miko. I guess if one thing, we can give them credit for having self-awareness. They say, "Why do Yaeyato shippers have a bad ship and also suck at art? Pick a struggle." Also insulting Yaeyato art while they're at it. Wonderful. I also found these tweets from Leah to be rather interesting. Says, "Nah, but like the hate some of the Genshin fandom have for ships is weird. As soon as y'all see someone shipping Kailush, Yaeyato, Ito Sera, etc., y'all start spouting death threats. That ain't normal. Need quote retweets to realize that they're justifying death threats over fictional characters. Need you to process and reflect on that for a bit. 15-year-olds and justifying death threats. I know you're going to be embarrassed by this phase in your life when you're older." And as I've said before, I'd like to point out that while probably most of these people are like 15 or whatever, I guarantee you some of them are adults just saying in their bio that they are a minor because they want some sort of shield. They think it's a shield or something that justifies their toxic behavior. And oh look, what a surprise. That person Raisin again from earlier says, "'Cause you deserve it." And then you also got people responding to that upset about Kailush. And that's another topic I've discussed before. People tend to hate on Kailush because they claim that they are brothers. Whoa, hold up actually. One of those people even says that they will make jokes about black people and say slurs a lot. Oh my goodness. Now where were we? Oh yes, the people talking about Kailush. What they don't seem to understand is that MiHoYo is a Chinese company. And I've talked to Chinese people about this, and I've seen a lot of Chinese people speaking out about this as well. And they claim that the sworn brothers trope is something commonly used in China, and at times, even neighbors will use it to refer to each other. Like if you have neighbors that get along, they might refer to each other as sworn brothers. It can be used between friends and even people that are just close, like neighbors. It doesn't literally mean that they are brothers. And so these Chinese people that have talked about this have said, in the case of Kaya and Deluche, that's the situation for them. They're not literally brothers, they're just close. And look, if you didn't know about that, that's totally fine. What's crazy to me though is that when some people find out, they don't even care. They'll respond to those Chinese people who are kindly explaining this all with just overt hate and in some cases outright bigotry. But yeah, going back to the main topic at hand here, which is the Yaeyato stuff. That really is the situation and a little bit extra, so I suppose I'll leave it there. Best of luck to all of you guys. And if you are on Twitter and you want to check out that Hourly Yaeyato account, you can find them at Hourly Yaeyato. And I'll also put the @ in the description of this video if that's easier for you. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the comments and also in the next segment.